Hello everyone, myself Sridhar of Vellore Institute of Technology Integrated M.Tech student, and I am here to explain you about the decorator pattern in detail. Now let us dwell into the concept of decorator pattern. What is a decorator pattern? It is a method of structural design pattern family that facilitates an instance of a class to be changed in its behavior as per the requirements without affecting or changing the behavior of other instance of same class. Next, a question arises. That's why the decorator pattern is a method based on structural design pattern. Do you want to know the reason? Yeah, there is a reason. Here it is. Because it primarily deals with the structure of the object and classes in a software system, enabling it to a reusable and flexible manner. The reasons are follows. First one, object composition. Second one, transparent extension. Third one, hierarchy of wrappers. Fourth one, separation of concern. Fifth one, dynamic object structure. Okay, let's go into detail. First one, object composition. Object composition means allowing composition of object, allowing to have multiple layers of functionality. Yeah, next we go to the second one. Second one, transparent extension. Transparent extension, it preserves the original interface of the object, maintaining compatibility at the same time. Next we go into the third one. Third one, hierarchy of wrappers. Decorators from hierarchical structure, with each decorator wrapping up the next decorator or the core object. Now we are going into the fourth one. Fourth one is the separation of concern. It means it promotes by assigning each decorator a specific behavior responsibility. Next we go into the fifth one. Fifth one is the dynamic object structure. Dynamic object structure, it enables dynamic modification of object behavior and structure at the runtime as it focus on the decorator pattern aligns with its goal and characteristics of structural pattern, so it becomes a part of it. Now let us discuss what are the topics to be covered. The following topics will be discussed in now. Traditional approaches, entities involved, its implementation and its conclusion. First, we are going to see traditional approaches. Before the decorator pattern, traditional approaches to extend object functionality relies on subclassing, inheritance and method overriding. Traditional approaches involves creating subclasses that inherit from base class and overrides method to add or modify the behavior. The drawbacks in traditional approaches involves class proliferation leads to creating subclasses for each variation or combination of behavior. Tight coupling is the second method. Changes in one class may require modification to its subclasses, which is not necessary. Third one, inflexibility, which leads to the difficulty to modify or extend behavior at runtime, which is dynamically. Fourth one, violation of open or closed principle. Fifth one, limited reusability. Subclasses may not be reused different contexts, loading to coding duplication. These limitations paved the way for the emergence of patterns like decorator pattern to address the limitation and providing flexibility. Let us discuss about entities involved in decorator pattern. The 5 entities of decorator pattern are: first one, component interface; second one, concrete component; one, decorator abstract class; fourth one, concrete decorators; fifth one, client. First one, component interface. It is a base abstract class that declares method that represents the core functionality that all concrete component must implement. The second, concrete component. There are basic objects or classes that provide the core functionality and also represent the objects to which additional behavior will be added. The third one, decorator abstract class. It contains a reference to component object and act as a base class for all concrete decorators, which allows decorator to be stacked or combined. Fourth one, concrete decorators. Concrete decorators, they add specific behavior or responsibility to the component. The fifth one, client. Client, they are responsible for creating or using decorator objects. It interacts with decorated objects through the component interface, treating each decorator object as an instance of component type. By leveraging the components, the decorator pattern enables flexible and dynamic behavior extension. Discuss about the implementation of decorator pattern with real world example. Let us consider an example of making vegetable and chicken pizza to understand the decorator pattern easily. Suppose you want to prepare chicken or vegetable pizza. First you need to prepare the plain pizza. Then the pizza decorator will add chicken to plain pizza if you want chicken pizza, or vegetable if you want vegetable pizza. So you are getting the desired pizza by adding extra features to the existing plain pizza as per need. This is the same method how the decorator pattern works. A class diagram is portrayed here for pizza example. At the top you can see pizza interface having make pizza method. It is implemented by plain pizza concrete class to implement the make pizza, so that on calling this method it will return plain pizza to the caller. The pizza decorator is an abstract class having constructor where the pizza object to be decorated is passed. It is extended by two concrete class, chicken pizza decorator and veg pizza decorator, which will add chicken and vegetable to the plain pizza to return chicken pizza and veg pizza respectively to the caller. The client has the main method to extend the pizza object functionality using decorator design pattern. Now see the implementation steps involved in real-time example of pizza using decorator design pattern. Step 1. Creating the pizza interface component. This is going to be an interface which has one abstract method, namely make pizza. Step 2. Create the plain pizza, which is the concrete component. This is going to be a concrete class. This class implements the pizza interface and provides the default implementation for the make pizza method. What this method will do is it simply returns a plain pizza to the caller. Third one, which is the third step, creating the plain pizza decorator, which is a decorator. This is going to be an abstract class. This class also implements for the make pizza method the existing pizza object which we want to decorate needs to be passed as an argument to the constructor of this class. Step 4. Creating chicken pizza decorator and vegetable pizza decorator. This is going to be a concrete class. This class is inherited from the pizza decorator and abstract class, and it overrides the make pizza method. What this method will do is it will add chicken or vegetable to plain pizza and will return chicken pizza and vegetable pizza based on the chicken pizza decorator and vegetable pizza decorator respectively. Step 5, which is creating the client. The main method will create the necessary object and invoke the services based on the object behavior at runtime. That leads us to the conclusion part. Decorator pattern is a powerful weapon that provides various benefits in implementation of software design, such as flexible extension, maintainability and scalability. Adhere to the design principles, granular control and reusability, promotion of composition, and real world applicability, by which we can create modular, scalable and reusable applications. You see, thank you very much for listening to the explanation of decorator design pattern.